What is up, everybody? We're on episode 2 now. On the next chapter of the journey to 60 without dying. So I was wrong when I first, Turns out I was wrong about the rules on episode 1. It's more than just not dying. You also can't trade with players who aren't... you can't trade with other players. You only got your 2 professions. You can't use the auction house. You can't run dungeons with other people that aren't hardcore, but you can join like a hardcore guild specifically and do that, which I already did on the first episode if you saw. So, looks like we've got so far so good. Let's continue. Looks like I haven't picked up any quests yet, but we're gonna have to be really careful because there's that Wendigo cave down there, and honestly, I really don't want to take that risk at this level. I might just go around killing boars and wolves or something like that until the right level. Just go south.
How are you?
Beer blasted boar ribs. Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer blasted boar ribs. Only problem is, the local trapper used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me 6 crag boar ribs and a Rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer blasted boar ribs, not to mention a free sample. The secret is in the malt.
Keep your feet on the ground!
Don't have much money. We'll fix that.
You got my attention.
Just a delivery quest. Belden Steelgrill owns the local mechanic shop, and he's the best siege engine tech there is, but he's not forgiving to his tools. I swear, he almost breaks more Arclight spanners than we can all supply him with. We just filled his last order for tools. If you deliver it to him, I'm sure he'll make it worth the effort. His shop, Steelgrill's Depot, is just northeast of Karanos, and it's a local haunt for veteran siege engine pilots, so keep your ears open for the opportunities while you're there. Sure.
Off with you.
What are quests in Karanos? I thought there was more. I guess you get them from the depot. Also, let's make some food. Let's see any bears. Usually there's a bear around here. Gotta be careful. Alright, let's pick up a quest from this guy.
What's on your mind?
Hegnar Rumbleshot sells guns off the road to Amplemar. Rifleman and mortar teams spend a lot of time practicing out near his shop, and he's always needing fresh ammunition. But the last crate of ammo I sent him got lost along the way. My courier said he was camped near the Grizzle Den when a Wendigo chased him away, and the fool left Rumbleshot's ammo behind. Fizzlebuzz, can you get that ammo and take it to Rumbleshot? He's been waiting on it, and I'm sure he's running low.
Safe travels.
Sure. And then here's Steelgrill.
What's on your mind?
You look a little young to be a siege engine pilot, but no matter. Do you need something fixed? Just continue. You have my tools? Well done, lass. Well done. I just broke my last fang ratchet. What the hell is a fang ratchet? An hour ago, and I needed one of those to finish repairs on Pilot Stone Gear's siege engine. You did a good thing by lugging those tools here. Here's some coins for your help.
Be good. interest you on a pint?
Ooh, if I do this quest, I gotta do it from the outside. I'm not going in that cave. Driving a siege engine isn't for everyone. It takes an iron grip and nerves of steel. Lucky, I have both. How about you? How's your metal? Want to prove it to me? Well, I'm looking to make my engine troll plaid a little more cozy. How about you give me a heap of Wendigo mans from the Grizzly Den, west of Caribs? Those mans are going to make a great rug for a troll plaid inside its deck. Sure.
Watch your back. Well met.
I'm preparing to start a mission for the Siege Brigade. It's a long one, and I need to stock jet steam, with a month's long worth of my supplies. So while Steelgirl is working on my tank, can you do some hunting for me? I'll need some fur for bedding, and boar meat for food. You can get me for boars and fur from the bears. You can find them both in the snowfield south of the Grizzly Den.
Be good.
There's boar one.
It's too far away.
No damage taken. That's how I like it. I actually like playing zoomed in. Some people don't like it like this, even though it kind of puts you at a little bit of a player's disadvantage. But in this challenge, it's about the immersion and the journey of getting to 60. And being like a short little gnome and not being able to see over the next hill is kind of adds like an interesting layer of gameplay that you usually don't get. So it's pretty cool. The good thing about Mage is you just nuke the target before it can hit you, and then you're fine. So as long as you have a good opening, usually you do pretty good. Honestly, I don't even want to go near that kid. Don't like that level of wolf. I'm not gonna mess with that. I don't have any CC or anything to really get me away at this point, so no thank you. I think the main reason players die in this challenge is because they always just bite off more than they can chew and they get a little too overconfident. But if you can just always manage to be a bit careful, kind of treat your character's life as if it's your own, not take on quests that you think would be challenging, you know, stuff like that, puts you in a good position. Another challenge is I'm going to be leveling this Arcane, and Arcane is not the most CC friendly, amazing spec in vanilla, so it's not even the highest damage output. So we'll see how that goes. It's a little bit more tanky than the other classes, so I can at least take a few more hits, but still got to be really careful. I've actually leveled Arcane around to like level 20 before, just for the hell of it. And it's not for the faint of heart, so this is just going to get a lot harder over time. Thankfully I dodged that. The problem with those board charges, they deal like 50 damage, and considering I only have 117, that's just a huge blow. All it takes is that, and then like a few crits on you, and then you're just dead. So you don't want to take that risk. That's why you want to use Frostball.
I'm out of range.
Shit. We'll be fine. We got this. There we go. So many hardcore characters going around. This challenge is really popular right now. Knowing me, I'm going to take forever to do this, but well, I'm not the fastest leveler. It takes so long. You know what? The journey's part of it. that hurt. I could have handled that better. Could have pulled from a longer range, not whacked it for a little bit, just went straight to Fire Blast and Crossbow.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Let's get some more mana first. Also, we might have to worry about that Snow Leopard. It's level 8. Ooh. Not good. Getting close to 7 though. Just one more level. I need more bears. Nope. No quest item.
I need to get closer. Gotta be wary around here. It respawns. We are very wary. So the good thing about Frostbolt is you can use it to kite because it slows the movement speed on the target by 40%. And this has a longer cast time, but it deals more damage, and it has a dot, a small one, but it's helpful. So really what you want to do is you want to start sniping with your fireball because it has a longer max range at 35 yards, but this one has 30 yards. And then as it gets into the 30-yard range, you can switch to Frostbolt, start kiting, so they're slower to get to you, so there's less time that they're dealing damage to you. And if you don't like how hard they hit, you can spam Frostbolt, run away. try to get away for a little bit, and then continue whacking them, so...
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
In fact, I'll be using Frostball even after I get to go switch to Arcane Missiles. There we go. Thank you. That'll be helpful. Shout out to Joy HC, they're doing the hardcore challenge as well. Good luck. So far, so good. And we just finished these 2 quests, so that's good. And I've got the money for a Rhapsody Malt. Shouldn't have drank it last episode. Honestly, I think all the starting zones in Vanilla WoW, and TBCs too, are just like 10 out of 10. They did such an amazing job, each zone just feels so unique. I would say maybe the weakest one is Duratar, but that's probably just subjective and personal opinion anyway. I was never really that connected with Duratar, even though I played Warcraft 3 and all that.
What's on your mind?
I just felt like it was kind of a more boring starting zone. Still great in its own right, but never really caught on to me.
Off with you.
Oh, I'm not doing that quest until like 12 at least. Yeah, that's the cave quest. No, thank you. Grumpy Ginger. Wonder if the name's accurate.
I've the finest wires in the land. See you soon.
You know, should we go cooking? Because this gives us a recipe, and the cooking will give us spirit and stamina usually from the food. And I think that would actually make a good difference. Because we're going to go engineering with this character, so we won't have access to normal potions unless they drop.
What can I do
bombs.
for you?
So I think cooking will be really good. The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and anything said, we will have to fight for first dibs on these savory beer-blasted boar ribs. Nice.
Safe travel.
You know, I always read the quest text and a lot of people don't do that, and I get memed on by my friends for it, but I honestly don't care. The Vanilla WoW quest text is fantastic. Through the expansions afterward, it kind of went downhill a little bit, but whoever wrote the original
You got
ones,
my
I think, did a really
attention.
good job. Because they... those. In fact... I'm just going to eat those for the buff. And we're going to keep that too.
See you soon.
I have 4 silver now.
What's on your mind?
So, first aid.
See you soon.
Even though I don't think there's any... So we got first aid out of the way, let's get cooking. Grimlock.
You got my
Yes,
attention.
that's quite the name.
Watch your back.
Alright. So we've got cooking. When can we use that? It uses crag boar rib. Nice chunk of boar meat. We can just sell these, because they give the same as our conjured food anyway. You know, I really don't think this run is that hard by itself, like the idea of it. It's just the problem is when people play World of Warcraft, there's just always some moments they just slip up, and that's all it takes, and then they're dead, so. Just gotta be careful. so we're gonna keep all that. That's gonna pile up in our inventory, but no big deal.
Well met. Safe travels.
Alright, we're gonna talk to an 8. That'd be good. Really, even when you spec into Arcane, you can't really start using Arcane missiles until level 14. When you go 5 out of 5 into it, so you don't get the interruption. So, and then on top of that, there's a mischance for each individual thing. So that's fun too. But so really, you can't really go full Arcane the way you want to until like level 16, 17, as someone that's tried it before. My first experience with WoW was in Teldrassil, 2005. But the first, and that was watching my brother play at my cousin's house. And the first time I ever played, I made a gnome mage, and I remember the nostalgia of just like going to the bridge and then going to the base of the mountain of Iron Forge and then traveling up on that. Oh, I think I sold my porn. Yeah, I cooked it. Amazing. Alright, guess we gotta get more. Here's the grumpy ginger. I swear, I've just seen a ton of low levels lately. Ooh, there's a boar. A bear. Same thing. They were in range.
It's too far away.
Easy. We're actually having competition on these mobs.
I need to get closer. That's still recharging.
It's like 3 different guys all trying to tag it. What the hell? What is this, launch day? Alright, well, Southern Kierna should be better anyway. Also, since we're level 7, I think we can get the ammo for Rumble Shot and go down there. You know, when I get to level 18 and when I'm doing Loch Madan, once I like finish Loch Madan, I might just go south to Westfall and just grind out guys down there, or Defias maybe. I'm trying to think of what would be a good target, because we're probably
How
going to
are
do a bit
you?
of grinding. Nope, nothing to say.
Very good.
This is the graveyard for all the hardcore players that didn't make it. Oh, he's got it. Wow, there's so much competition tonight. It's crazy. There's one. that's why the fire dot is good, because what actually finished him off right there was the dot. He had like 1 HP left. Otherwise I would have had to do, I would have to cast something else. Is that a board? Yep. So much competition tonight. Someone in the guild just died. Fuck, entered combat. Still heavy. Alright, that's 4 to 4 on that, so we can go back. Well, we've got the stand buff. We honestly should go down to the Wendigo cave, at least on the outside, and just pick mobs off. I'm not going to go in that cave for anything. That cave's way too dangerous at this level. You have to be like 9, 10 if you want to do it as a mage without really much issue. I just can't afford to die. Yeah, and several people in guild chat died tonight. That sucks.
No!
By Magnus Clear, you sure did a lot of puns there. Thank you. Ooh, the Evershooting quest. You're not.
Keep your feet on the
I'll
ground!
deny that for later. I'll go around there at level 8 or 9. So we picked up cooking, we picked up first aid, we haven't picked up mining yet for engineering. So we need to do that next. Although I don't actually know Dunmore by heart, I don't really know where the mining trainer is. I don't even know if there is one in Karanos. Usually in all the starting zones of vanilla, there's like, there'll be like a trainer in random parts of the zone. I don't know about that for Dunmore. I know there's an engineering trainer in that gnome building over there. So we've got those two next.
What can I do for you? Be good.
I feel really sorry for anyone playing a Night Elf. Sure, Shadow Meld's really nice in between pools, but... Dark Shore is not a fun place to quest through without dying. Because usually the forest is really dense, and then it's a lot of grinding, and those cats hit so hard. And then all the level 18 mobs have, like, companions. Also, there's nothing wrong with a little grinding. Normally, I would jump off this ledge here, and then be on my way. Down there. And I don't think the fall alone would kill me. It would damage me. It would hurt me a little bit, but they could just be like a random leopard down there and kill me. So I'm gonna go the long way like a good boy. Yep, there was a bear down there. Probably wouldn't have pulled it, but you never know. All it takes is one mistake. Well, this guy's gonna loot the crate, so while he's doing that, I'm gonna wait for it to respawn, maybe kill some... What does this lever do?
I can't cast that yet. I need to get closer. That's still recharging.
Food buffs out. I don't need some more. Yeah, in Guild Chat they're talking about how they'll stream it. I was thinking about streaming it either from YouTube or maybe Twitch. Maybe there could be like an interactable chat and all. I would still upload episodes online or something. If I did Twitch, that'd be a lot harder to get access to them. I'd have to like record and stream simultaneously. Although if it was on Twitch, you could just get the VODs from there. But I'd rather it all be on the channel on a playlist or something.
I can't cast that yet.
Gnomes are so tiny. This box is the size of me. It's bigger than me. Maybe we can start eating the Wendigo mains. Man, this zone's music is so great. You know, if Blizzard decides to do TBC servers, I would definitely consider doing one live project with it. Probably a Blood Elf Rogue or something. Bring a Shaman. 1 2. Alright, run around. Get some mana. A lot of Vanilla WoW's combat is really measured, and you just have to think ahead a few steps of like how you plan on your combat. Even though the rotations aren't difficult at all, there's still a little bit of thought put into it. And I think a lot of the people that play BFA exclusively, they don't really understand that. They just see the rotation for like mages and they think, oh, it's one button. But like, at least in the open world, there's like a lot you have to plan out. Now for PvE like raids, yeah, I can get that. There's actually a really high skill cap in this game, despite only having like one button to press at max level. It's not as simple as people let it out to be. I mean, it's not rocket science either. I think anyone can get good at this game. If anything, I think Classic is a lot easier to get into as a new player, because it's toned, or it's made and catered to for like a new player just getting into WoW, while BFA has all these like gold sinks and weird additional crap.
I'm out of range.
It has all these weird convoluted systems that I think just would confuse new players. Like visions, essences, the Azurite gear, the AP farming, just all of that together I think is way too complicated for a new player. You'd have to get like on Wowhead and try to understand it. Like people have to watch videos on YouTube being like, okay, I'm 120 now, what do I do? And then it's, oh, I have to farm out world quests for 3 weeks at a minimum and do that. And it's the same repeatable content without any real meaningful reward until you get it done. And I just don't think that's fun. I don't think that's good content. And the problem with Blizzard is they look at that, and they look at the metrics of like how much time is done on each activity, and they think, oh, that means players are having the most fun with this. Even though Blizzard is the one that decides like how much time people need to put into them. And I think a huge problem with modern WoW nowadays is the game. It's just catered. It's like Blizzard has in their own mind what they want players to do, and it's like on rails. And I think what's cool about Classic is it still is a little bit on rails, but you can go out, you can veer off a little bit. You get a lot of freedom, for better or for worse, considering how unrefined this experience is. But I think people like having player choice, even if it's not. Ooh, this guy's in trouble. I want to help him out. Hopefully I don't die from this. Okay, that's one down. Is he alive? I don't know if he's doing hardcore. I want to help him out. Let's get this one.
That's still a recharge.
Okay, that was fine. They didn't really hit all that hard. Honestly, if I see someone else doing hardcore and they're about to get murdered, I want to help them out, even if it like risks, even if I have a chance of dying from it. That was kind of risky what I did there, but I'm only level 7 right now, but I can't imagine being level 50, just wasting 300 hours of your life just for it to not mean anything, so Honestly, though, the server that this is hosted on, which is Blood Cell Buccaneers, this is my main server anyway. So this is my home. So even if I did lose the challenge, you're technically supposed to delete the character. I don't think I would. I think I would just play the character normally and just exit out of the challenge or whatever. But I still have no intentions of dying. So now we can start fighting.
It's too far away.
I wonder if these guys have frost resistance. I don't have the spell yet to check for that. We'll see. I want to at least hit level 8 on this episode. It's going to be pretty spaced out. We'll see. That's 3 out of 8. Come back with more respawn. Actually, let's bite off more than we can chew. We'll be fine as long as this guy doesn't have a friend hiding behind the rock. That's an upgrade. 3 armor, wow. What a big difference. So for all of my add-ons, my entire UI is basically Guild Wars 2 UI, just customized the way I like it. The add-on has a lot of different customization that you can do. Let's go with this guy. And they keep adding to it. They release new updates. They have full compatibility for Classic and for Retail. So, pretty cool. And it's a little bit different than actual Guild Wars 2 UI, even though I have played Guild Wars 2 a bit before. I just think this is like a much more immersive, fun UI setup. And it's actually not that bad for raids either. It doesn't really put you at a disadvantage. Although it doesn't have like a DPS meter or a threat meter. Who needs those? I don't really think a threat meter matters unless you're doing raids. And when I tank, I don't even use a DPS meter. You just kind of know, like, who's not doing much damage. At least while leveling. Probably at level 60 I'd like to have one.
That spell isn't ready yet.
So the problem with this challenge is you can't use the auction house to any capacity whatsoever, and you can't really trade with other players that aren't doing hardcore. I don't think you can trade at all. And that kind of puts you at a huge disadvantage depending on which profession you do. Because I was thinking about doing an enchanter on this character, and then I realized you have to get like an upgraded rod. So you start with like the ruined copper rod, but after that you have to like craft new ones, and you need like iron bars. And I don't know where you would get iron bars. Chests? Fishing maybe, from like if some trunk pops up or something and you opened it. Like that'd kind of be a pain in the ass, so I just wouldn't want to deal with that. As nice as enchanting would be if you could gear it up. Also, I do know that the enchanting triggers inside of the dungeon, so I don't think. Another problem with this challenge is you can only do a dungeon once. You can't do it a second time. So once you've done dead mines, you can't do it again. I don't like how the three of them are just like chilling out together. That's kind of risky. They're starting to spread out. Also, I feel like using world buffs. Someone in guild chat said a world buff will be up in a bit. I think using world buffs is kind of cheating. Like, it's not technically against the rules, I don't think. But I feel like that kind of... You're using an external thing for your advantage. It's probably a really big difference. It's probably really nice, but... I don't know. If I get it, I get it. I'm not going to go out of my way. I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose of it. Like, the challenge of why you're doing it. Because you're not supposed to be getting any external thing from anyone. Just one more main. I think we'll be level 8 when we turn in too, so that's cool. There he is. Big boy. He's gonna circle around. There's a guy back there, so I can't attack both unless I want to deal with both of them right now. And I don't have Frost Nova, so I don't want to even attempt. Ooh, but there's this guy.
I need to get closer.
Here, turn in the ammo. Yeah, it goes this way. So I do use Questy, but I try to use it in a way that isn't shitty or kind of against the spirit of Classic. I do like reading the quest text. I do like trying to uncover the plots of what's going on and where to get quest markers. And honestly, there's nothing I hate more than looking at the map and then just like seeing a bunch of like sword icons.
I can't cast that yet.
Archons everywhere, so. Be something over this hill, gotta watch out. Hit a nice little vantage point. Just watching horse. So far, this has been a really cozy, comfy run of this challenge. I haven't felt too tense yet. I mean, I'm basically just playing the game normally so far. Like, it's not really that much different. It'll feel a lot more different at higher levels, but this isn't so bad. Just be smart. Don't be stupid.
Great to meet you.
Don't slip up. Great, more ammo. Oh, Lost Lore shipment finally came through. The ammo might be late, but just like my granddaddy used to tell me, late's better than never. Thank you very much. I already have buyers eager for this stuff.
Safe travels. On our way.
Nice little Warcraft 3 voice line. That was a nice little reward for hitting 8. Awesome. Just one more level on the way there. I might actually continue for a little bit longer. Maybe I can get to 9 before ending the episode. Let's do it. so we can get this boar meat. There's also the wolf meat too. Dunmer's a great zone for cooking. Starts off very good. I like playing a gnome. Makes you feel very down to earth.
You got my attention.
Actually, that malachite might be good for engineering. I think so.
Watch your back.
I will wash my back. Maybe dwarves say that because there's like this debilitating illness or disease associated with not washing their backs. So at 25 we get that. We're already at 9.
What can I get for you today? See you soon.
So we hit level 8, which means rank 2. Go train.
Hi, how are you?
Arcane missiles. Missiles. Probably not going to use it yet, but let's get it. Also, polymorph, that's huge. Frostbolt. This just does pretty solid damage actually for the cast time, and it uses less mana, so we might switch over to using Frostbolt around this level until we get our next Fireball rank. Maybe we get Arcane Missiles.
Off and away!
How are you?
Ah yes, these mains will work great. You show a lot of grit, mage. I wager we'll see great things from you.
Be good. Great to meet you.
You know what, I can probably go to Evershine.
Keep your feet on the
I don't
ground.
think I have anything else around here. So yeah, I do use Questy to show which quests I can pick up, and I think it's really annoying in vanilla because even in TBC they would put markers on the map for like quests you could pick up, and I thought that was like a really good mix. I thought that was better. So I do use Questy for that, but I don't have it like show me objectives.
How are you?
Evershine. Rejold? That's quite the name. Rejold barley brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at Brunel village, west of Caranos, and one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm on the cold road.
Blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jet Steam's furnace for a burst of power. That little tactic has gotten me out of more than just one tight spot.
Be good.
You know, that's cool and all, but how the hell do they get these out of the zone? Like, think about it. So, there's these two passages up here, they're tunnels. You can't fit, I'm pretty sure you can't fit these things in. And do they just go over the mountains? Fall off the cliff? Fall off the mountain? Like, how do they even deploy these around? Do they have like little magnets on the top and then like carry them with like little gyrocopters? It's just not really feasible. Also, let's try Arcane. Oh, that was bad. Okay. That did not go how I wanted it to.
Expo isn't ready yet.
So we're going to start heading to Evershine Village, although it'd be really nice to pick up mining soon. Might go to Iron Forge at around, I'll probably do it around 10 and then just start mining around the zone. I think I'm going to be staying in Dunmorrow for a long while. I don't want to risk it in Lockwood. Ooh, this part up here is really dangerous. There's a butt ton of orbs. So we're not even going to go that route. Although I kind of do want to test out. So let's start with Fireball, Frostbolt. Of course it misses. Also, we can use both of them. Thank you, Tiger Bear. Yeah, we're gonna head the southern way around, go around there to reach Evershine Village. Crime Cap HC just died. Fare thee well, fallen hero, we salute ye. It says sassy and sweet.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
You know why people die? Because they can't find the nuggets on a chicken.
I need to get closer.
Oh, he started over. Crime Cap HC's remade the character level 1 Dwarf Rogue. He's just gonna do it again. Talk about perseverance. Pulling through. Honestly, the community for this challenge is really great. We're really positive
positive, really supportive of each other.
I'm out of range.
So much easier just to spam Frostbolt than it is to use arcane missiles and interchange between, and it uses less mana, I think, too. Another problem with arcane is it doesn't scale very well with spell power. So instead of getting an additional, like let's say you get a pair of gloves and they have +9 spell power or something like that, you do not get +9 spell power to each hit while you're casting it. You get +9 over the entire cast. So let's say Arcane Missiles has three hits, right? It'll be +3 to each one instead of +9 to each one. And it also uses just more mana than more abilities. So you can just run a boom quicker, and that's very dangerous. So it's not the, we're doing one of the hardest specs for Mage to do it. Probably the easiest would be Frost, because they get Shatter, and it's way too easy. Someone's already gotten to 60 as a Mage, but I don't think they did it leveling Arcane, so. So we're going to be heading this way. I think the mobs get a little bit higher levels, so we got to be watching out. So that polymorph is huge. And I think it counts as an arcane spell, it's not frost or fire. So when I spec into my talents, I can make sure that my arcane abilities never miss. So that'll be really good. Also, we should probably be grinding mobs in the way there, but these guys are kind of low now, so. I'll just kill the red mobs. This is an anti-red mob recording. Actually, then again, I need the boars for cooking. Let's murder them all. That's what you get. Yeah, each missile hits for like 2/3 of my frostbolt. Like the amount of damage. And it hits 3 times. So I wonder why it does so much mana. I haven't had any of my food buff, but I don't really think I need it at this point. I'm not doing anything crazy. Maybe if I get closer to the village and there's a bunch of like level 8 cats around there, I might want to eat some. So far this has been pretty easy. But we got a long way to go. First few levels don't really mean anything. village. Tristane Shadowstone. I wonder what quest they're for.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground!
I think the secret to this challenge is just leveling
No! Be good!
in lower level areas. So I'm going to be staying in Dunmorrow until at least 12, maybe even 13 or 14. Because I'll just be focusing on mining and engineering anyway, and I want to get that up so it's at the appropriate level to me.
Here there!
Curse that Brewers League. They have access to all the best ingredients while we're stuck here grubbing for grain and hops. I really would like to give them some bitter tasting juice. Belafizz needs some of my Evershine. Alright. I have a cask of Evershine handy, but can you do me a favor? Brunel Village could use a hand against the wild animals that wander the nearby snows. Sometimes they wander close. We're not afraid of these bears and cats and boars. No self-respecting dwarf would be. But if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing. Sure.
Off with you! Talk to me!
The perfect stout. Ooh. Nope.
Watch your back!
Not doing that quest.
How are ya?
I do not like the casters, those troll casters up there. And that's the thing about this challenge, is it actually allows you to really think and consider like different quests. And that's probably bad if you've never leveled before and you don't like know all the quests to go where and which, but that quest I'm not touching with a 10 level pull. Bitter rivals. I have to admit, those Thunderbrews make some good drinks. Actually, you know what? I'll do this.
Be
I'll do
good.
this after when I start heading back. We don't need to worry about that right now. There's no Morgan, not much of level 10. Don't want to do that. So let's do this quest. Let's just get this out of the way. Elder Crag Boars. They're gonna be a little more tough than usual. I'm just not gonna touch the trolls. They're those casters are scary, so. Watch out for that guy. Just whack it. So that is an issue, is every once in a while, honestly, we should get into melee, because our defense doesn't level up unless we get whacked, so. And it would be really bad for my defense to be like 10 levels below what it should be, and then just get dominated and destroyed. So, it's not a terrible idea to get lower level mobs when they're near death and whack them a little bit, just as like a natural way to get my defense up. I don't know, you normally don't consider that in a challenge, like as a gnome, because you're a mage, because you're not really caring about that, but I think for this challenge that's really important.
Honestly, I feel sorry for anyone who's doing warrior for this, because all it takes is a miss, 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 dodge, miss, miss, and then you're dead. So. At least rogues get vanish after a certain point.
It's too
As
far
a warrior,
away.
you've got retaliation every 30 minutes. That's about it. And even then, you still take hits. You've also got intimidating shout, but that doesn't work super well either.
Let's still recharge. I need to get closer.
Oh, while we're at it, let's get some more water. That guy's level 9, getting attacked. Run! Yep, there's the trolls. Not going near that place.
It's too far away.
Yeah, that gives us spirit. That'd be nice. Wow, that guy's 49. No.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, we're gonna take all the malachite we can, because I know that's useful for engineering later on, so... Also, we're gonna need bags. We haven't had a single bag drop. There was something about vanilla private servers before Classic came out that I was involved in, and they always had a really high bag drop rates for some reason. And then Classic came out, and then bags never drop. But you get way more like whites and gray items too that drops, and you can vendor that for more. So it's kind of like a give and take.
I'm out of range.
Discovered number gun. Guess I got some XP out of that. Not gonna touch it for a while though. I don't trust those lepers. Turn out right in the head.
Looks safe. You know, there might be a high mana cost on these arcane missiles, but the TDK is really high, really like that. Time to kill. So, you do have to drink a little bit more, but you just kill so much faster. They just hit really hard at this level.
It's too far away.
That's it for bears at least, although I'm probably still going to be killing them for the XP.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, those guys are level 10. My water's not really doing much anymore. I think I get ranked 2 at 10.
I need to get closer.
How are you? Safe travels. Great to meet you. See you soon.
Just a few more leopards and another boar. Done with this quest. You know, I could also pick up fishing for the cooking too. I know there's a little, like, lake bed or something. Or that might be on the other side of the zone. There's like a little water hole that you can fish out of around here.
What's happening?
Yeah, it's on the mini-map over there.
Safe travels.
I don't know where the fishing trainer is, but... So there's this guy on guild chat. He wants to go through Frostmane Hold where you have to fight the trolls. And I'm saying, not worth it, don't do it, you're gonna die. And he's like, nah, I've been through this before. It's always sketchy though, might die, worth it. And honestly, what I'm considering is dying at all isn't worth it. Like, even like a small chance of dying is not worth it. Don't go through that area. I'm just gonna play it totally safe. I think it's that carelessness that gets people killed. Like, you kind of have to put a lot of consideration into your character, thinking about the things that are safe to do and not to do. But you just kind of have to, like, I know this sounds silly, but like view it as like if your character's life were your own life. Would you really want to go into a cave with a bunch of hostile trolls who could hunt you down and kill you by yourself without any people to help you out? Like, it's like doing a D&D run by yourself. Doesn't sound easy. Unless you're high enough level, so... I just, I don't think Frostbane Hold is worth it. Maybe at like level 12 or 13, 14, whenever like I'm about to leave the zone, I might do it. Just because I'll out-level it so much that it'll be easy to get through.
Interest you on a pint?
Same with the Shimmer Weed quest.
Very
I'm not
good.
going to do that at level 8. Because they've got casters, and those casters will slow you down, and they can chain pull, and you don't want to deal with that. I'll go there once I have potions, and I'm like level 12. I'll do like both of those at like at level 12 minimum or something. Just 3 more leopards. They're like west around here usually. You know, growing up playing WoW, it actually gave me like an advantage with something. Is maybe something that people haven't thought about, but like specifically Classic WoW or Old World Warcraft in general, before there were like quest markers everywhere and you had to like read directions and know where to go. Not all the quests are like that difficult to figure out what you're doing, but I always kind of felt like Classic, or like specifically Old World Warcraft, gave you a really good idea and gave you a good sense of direction naturally. So like as you played WoW as a kid and you like grew up developing that, it naturally gives you like a good sense of direction and like trying to like figure out where things are. Because you have to like think like northeast, west, south, and kind of figure it out. This probably sounds super stupid, but I swear to God, it's helped me in real life with driving around. If you're ever lost or something, you need to know where to go. I think we rely on GPS too much nowadays. I try not to use it.
I'm out of range.
Unless I'm completely lost.
It's too far away.
It's kind of a distraction, too. Oh, it's about to get interesting. I hope you guys just enjoyed that Bellular video.
I need to get closer.
Come on. I'm just gonna whack him. Ready to turn that quest in. Let's get back to Brunel. Brunel. Stay of skill increased to 26. There's so many hardcore players on here.
How are you?
Thank you, Fizzlebuzz. It'll be nice to work our crafts without hearing so many growls and snorts outside the village. Here's your cask of Evershine, Fizzlebuzz, and again, thank you for hunting earlier. No problem.
Watch your back.
We'll wash
Here
it.
there. Off with you.
So we can do this
Great
quest
to
too,
meet
'cause
ya.
We gotta go back.
I have to admit, those Thunder Brews make some good drinks, but they need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help teach them that lesson. Here, take this brew of Barley Brew Scholar, sneak into the basement of the Thunder Brew Distillery in Keranos, and switch it with one of the barrels of Thunder Ale. Then they'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I will keep them on the ground. Oops.
What can I get for you today? Watch your back.
Let's head south. And cut through here. Although I kind of want to grind a bit on my way back, and these guys just get more XP. I'm gonna get to Keranos and hit level 9. So far, so good.
I need a target. That's still recharging.
You know, we might hit level 9 before even getting back to Keranos at this rate. Just gotta get through this pass. I'm gonna kill everything around here, get some XP. I can't wait till we hit 10, and then I can get my talents and get ready to spec Arcane. So that'll be a lot of fun. So normally when you're leveling up with the default UI, you have 20 bars, and then for Guild Wars 2 UI, it only shows 10. So halfway through one of these 10 bars is actually like 1 bar normally on the normal UI. So usually like you'll see people saying like, oh, how many bars until I level up? They'll say like 3. For 3 would be like right here, you know?
So, honestly, this UI is amazing. I think it's one of the best full, like, customized user interface add-ons, like, made for WoW ever. People like Spartan UI back in the day, like in Wrath, but it hasn't aged well. And I've been learning Python right now, and I actually want to get into Lua as well. Because Lua, you can make Warcraft add-ons, and someday I aspire to make a Warcraft 3 UI add-on and try to have it fit really well with the aesthetic of Warcraft 3. And you could have like customizable skins, so you could get like the Orc one, the Undead one, the Human one, the Night Elf one. Maybe I could even add in sound effects. I don't know how to do that. But that's one of the things that I would like to make someday. Warcraft 3 is like my favorite RTS of all time. Not that I'm any good at it, but I try. Almost level 9. This might be the last kill that we need. Either this bear or this leopard. Yeah, it's gonna be this kill.
I'm out of range.
Here we go. Boom.
Hooray!
We did it. Just one more level. We can just stick to the road, get back to Karanos. Ooh, that just dropped for a level 21 hunter, not bad. Another thing I really like about vanilla is the itemization. It could have been a little bit better. In fact, I think it was even better in the beta. So that not a lot of people know this, but in the World of Warcraft beta, when the game was coming out, in the last patch of the beta, they got rid of something really important that I think played a huge role in itemization, specifically for rogues and other melee classes. So, you know how there's proc items in the game, and they're kind of iffy. They kind of abandon them after a certain point. What's on this guy?
It's too far away.
Doug the Pious. What a name.
Talk to me. Off with you.
Ooh, let's turn in this first. We'll be able to get to cooking to 25 tonight, but yeah, I'm already level 9, and usually people like to go 1 through 10 through these zones and then go on to the next, but I'm gonna heavily focus my profession, because they're just gonna make my life so much easier. Parry. Dodge. Finished. How does a bear parry that? With its teeth? I never really understood how bears get parried. Do they like get their claws out? Anyway.
What's on your mind?
Yes, this will do just fine. I think I'll open a bottle right now and have a taste.
Keep your feet on the ground.
New staff, what up? But there's an engineering vendor around here right now. Let's sell some stuff here.
What can I do for you? Off with you.
Off with you. Join the guild. Yeah, he joined. Alright, let's do this. I think I need a Thunderbird or Rhapsody malt here.
Great to meet you. See you soon.
I just did it. Thank you. Let's read this. The date on this barrel shows that it'll soon be tapped. You quickly place Marla's barrel of barley brew Scalder among the Thunderbrew barrels. Having inserted a barrel of Marla's Scalder in the Caros distillery cellar, you grab a barrel of Thunder Ales proof of the deed. You know, I don't understand that. You get to level 5, you go through this long journey of going through Dunmoreau. Also, Sink. Pretty cool. Plumbing. Anyway,
How are ya?
you get to level 5, you finally get here to
Safe
Theranos.
travels.
You go to the Thunderbrew Distillery, they invite you in, you get to live here for free. You can even make it your home.
Well met. Safe
Like
travels.
that. You can just have a good old time, right? And then they just let you stay here for free, and it's really chill. And they've even got vendors, and it's all nice. And then you go to that shitty little Brunel village, and they're like, hey, poison it. And then most people do it because they want the XP. But you know what? You're the piece of shit. You're the asshole. They had a rivalry, and you come here, and you betray their trust. What does that say about you? Just wanting a few measly extra points of XP, like I just did? Shame. And on that note, the episode ends. Good luck in the future, guys. Peace out.